Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Oh man, when the WEF told everybody you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, they weren't kidding. There's now more information coming out about the CBDC that people are unaware of. What happens if I told you that if we go to the CBDC, banks won't even be able to make loans? That's right. If we go to the CBDC, you cannot make loans. So how the hell are people supposed to get cars? How are they supposed to buy homes? It's a good question. Let's get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold, silver, or any other precious metals, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description, or just type in www.moneymetals.com/Pimpy. If you make a purchase when you follow that link, you will automatically be entered for a chance to win 10 free silver ounces. So get started today, and hopefully your stack will start to look like this real soon. So head on over, tell them Pimpy sent you. You can follow me over on other platforms. I do have my own group over on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So head on over here and join us. It's free to do so. In here, I do post updates. If I should get on suspension from YouTube or get removed from YouTube and you want to know what happened to me, I'll let you know right here in this group. I can be found on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and the cool thing about YouTube, if you come over here and you join and you find my channel, I got videos going back, I believe, a couple years. So if you want to see some older videos that I have on Nasera, Jacera, gold, silver, cryptos, come on over here and join. Look me up and check out my videos. You can also find me on Odyssey. Catch me on Rumble. When I say that the links for all these are down below in the description, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's real simple. Just go down to the bottom right here of any of my videos. See this? This is the description. Hit show more. And there are all the links to all the platforms I just spoke about. So if you do want to head on over to Money Metals, just click it. And there you are. So come on over. Join us. I look forward to having you. So Bitcoin is still above 30,000, although you can see over there to the right, the graphs show a lot of red. Which shouldn't be surprising. I think what it is people are going, finally, I have some form of profits, and are trying to grab them as they earn them, just to kind of make up for the money that they lost. I say hang tight. If BlackRock's playing around and George Soros' group is playing around in this must mean something. Anyways, Bitcoin at $30,357. Ethereum is at $1,871. XRP, it's not at $500,000. I know you're being told it's $500,000. But it's at 48 cents. Cardano is at 28 cents. Dogecoin still at 6 cents. Solana is at $16.48. Litecoin, man, you keep going back and forth between the $90 range. Anyways, at $87.96. Polkadot's at $5.08. Polygon's at 65 cents. There is no love from Shiba. None. 5076. Terra Luna Classic at 4092. Come on, keeps engine up there trying to remove one of those zeros. Get on up there. Oh man, I don't know what's going on with Atomic. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. It's worse than a roller coaster. 3089 was trying to work at removing one of those zeros. It's not that far from where it was, but even so, we like to see more green. 3089. Gold closes at $1,928.90. It's up $6. Silver closes at $22.93. People keep going, Pimpy, oh my God, the prices dropped. Oh, I know, you guys, stop panicking. Nobody cares about the price of gold and silver. I mean, literally, just ignore it. I told you it's going to do this. Up, down, up, down. They're going to continue to manipulate it as much as possible. Take advantage when the prices are down. Think cost average. Buy them when they're down. The thing you're going to find out is when you go to buy from the retailers, the price isn't budging at all. Not at all. It's usually in the 40s, regardless of what this says, because they know the true value of gold and silver. So, look, stack up as much as you can. That's the best I can tell you. Do as they do, not as they say. until you see all of the central banks selling gold for whatever reason, I would just keep holding on to your precious metals. Now is the time to buy. I mean, seriously, this damn thing is heavy. Yeah. It's a monster box. And I have two of them. That sucker's heavy, man. Dang, they squished my fingers. Argentina is using the Chinese Yuan is soaring as dollars run short, and a top U.S. manufacturer may join the trend. Argentina companies are increasingly turning to the Chinese Yuan amid dollar shortages, Bloomberg reports. You know, this administration is really purposely trying to kill the dollar and turn us over to China. Wake up, you guys. Come on, man. They're letting military age Chinese nationalists come across the border. That's pretty scary. Not to mention the fact that they're allowing China to build military bases on Cuba. Really? That's 90 miles off our shore. Look it up. U.S. giant Whirlpool is also considering using the yuan to buy parts for a factory in Argentina. We've had to stop the factory at some points, and that's not good for business, productivity, nor quality. Well, instead of manufacturing in other countries, why don't you come here and manufacture in our country, and you won't have that issue. U.S. dollars are a growing rarity in Argentina, pushing many in the country to seek out the Chinese yuan instead. The South American counties' central bank dollar reserves are at their lowest level since 2016, due in part to a drought that destroyed the $20 billion in crop exports, according to Bloomberg. That's complicated international trade, given that the dollar is the most widely used currency for global transactions. How is it that any country should be short U.S. dollars when we literally have created trillions of them? Where the hell did all the money go? But it has opened the door for China Yuan, which Beijing has been trying to internationalize as an alternative to the greenbacks. Argentina and China have had a bilateral swap agreement since 2009, and Beijing recently allowed Argentina to tap over half of the 18 billion currency swap line, Bloomberg says. Yuan transactions in Argentina currency market totaled to about 285 million during the first 10 days of June, double the volume in the entire month of May. Meanwhile, the share of daily yuan transactions in the Argentina FX market recently hit a record high of 28%, up from May's high of just 5%. That's a pretty big jump. The upswing comes from over 500 companies in Argentina are looking to pay for imports in yuan, according to Bloomberg. So you're seeing the transition starting to happen in real time. People are going away from the dollar and going into the yuan. Now, this article is a little bit older, but I do want to highlight it. So Senator Lee, who got there during the whole Occupy Wall Street, during the Tea Party movement, this is pretty scary. Listen to what he has to say. Senator Mike Lee of Utah reintroduced legislation to prevent the Federal Reserve from reshaping the U.S. financial sector and having the ability to monitor consumer transactions. The Fed, with encouragement from the Biden administration, has begun to develop a central bank digital currency, a digital asset minted, used, and controlled by them, that would alter the ability of financial institutions to function as lenders. While giving the federal government knowledge of every purchase that uses the CBDC, financial institutions could no longer offer loans. Do you hear this? Remember what they said? You own nothing and you'll be happy. Or at the very least would be significantly restricted in doing so, since they would bear no risk for a deposit. They would function merely as wallets, holders of the CBDC, and as such could not extend deposits to prospective borrowers in the form of loans. Lastly, the Federal Reserve would have knowledge of every transaction involving the CBDC. If it maintains the technology to create and operate the CBDC, it will know how it is used, which is exactly what they're going to do. Plus, they have a time limit on it. Of the bill, Senator Lee said, the United States doesn't need to create a central bank digital currency to know it's a bad idea. We've seen this play out in China with the digital yuan. In early trials, China canceled its citizens' money after a set period, forcing Chinese citizens to spend their savings as a compulsion of the government. My bill protects the Americans from the similar intrusions by prohibiting the Federal Reserve or any federal government agency from minting or issuing a CBDC, whether through a direct-to-consumer or intermediate model. That's fine that there's states out there that are outlawing the CBDC, but if they force you into it, what choice do you got? As long as the Biden administration and the Democrats are in control, there's no doubt they're going to force you into this. Nicholas Anthony and Norbert Michael of the Cato Institution mentioned in a recent report, the case against the central bank digital currency grows stronger by the day. CBDC puts the future of financial privacy, freedom, and markets at risk. And these bills would provide much needed safeguards against the United States issuing a CBDC. Jerome Powell and former Vice Chair Lyle Brainard have skirted questions on the Fed's authority to issue CBDC. The Constitution says they can't do that. You have to have a physical form of currency in order to do transactions, but that doesn't mean that's going to stop them from trying. Likewise, the Treasury seems to have taken the lead on pushing the CBDC forward under the Biden administration. Under the Biden administration. Considering these developments, it's clear that Senator Lee's approach is indeed warranted. These bills would establish some much-needed check on the federal government's efforts to launch a CBDC. The potential consequences of the CBDC are simply too large to be left up to the discretion of unelected bureaucrats at the federal or the Treasury. It's a decision that should rest with Congress. We all agree on that. The last thing we need is for money that expires or them to force you into making purchases. You won't be able to accumulate wealth. You won't be able to start a business. You won't be able to get a loan. So you'll own nothing and you'll be happy exactly what they mean. Anyways, that's it for now. I appreciate you guys tuning in and I will catch you later. I'm out.